Jane just stormed out of the house with rage because she felt her parents needed to cut her some slack. Why did they find an issue with her every move? Wasn't she a teenager who should be given the room to make her mistakes? Sure, you may reason along the same line. We should allow teenagers to be teenagers and guide them when necessary and when they are ready to open up, right? Well, Jane's action that afternoon resulted in her doom. It was late, and her parents called after her to return to the house. She just looked back and walked off. Jane wanted to vent to someone but didn't care who it was. Upon realizing she didn't have her phone, she didn't want to go back for it either. Jane had aimlessly walked around the neighborhood for the last 30 minutes. Realizing that she was getting fatigued, she walked into a pub. She was hoping to order some drinks with the badly folded money she had found in her pocket while she lazily walked around until a guy a little older than her approached her table. "Can I join you?" he asked as he sipped his juice. "Whatever," Jane replied. He sat down and stared at her. "What is a pretty girl like you doing at a pub this late?" he asked. "I could ask you the same," she replied. "Well," she continued, "I've had enough of my parents, so I left home," she said as she looked away. "That must be hard for you." "Sorry to hear that," he said. "You didn't mention your name." "I'm Jane." "I'm Peterson, and you can share what happened with me if that's okay." Looking at the busy pub and noticing that no one really cared about her apart from this stranger she had just met, Jane decided to open up. They had a long conversation, and she revealed many things she shouldn't have. Everything seemed normal until she visited the washroom. Now, Peterson was a little tipsy and had also left his drink on the table to get some fresh air while Jane used the bathroom. An onlooker who had been stealing glances at them unknown to them just got to their table and spiked their drinks. Jane got back and gulped her drink down. She picked up Peterson's drink and stepped out, hoping to find him. "Oh, hi," she said, handing him the drink. He drank it and muttered a word. "What did you say?" Jane asked. "Can I drive you home if you're willing to stay there tonight?" he said with a giggle. Feeling let down, Jane agreed, and then they left the pub for his car. Jane had told him her address and was enjoying the loud music when Peterson suddenly sped past her address. "Hey, you just passed by. Can you slow down and make a U-turn ahead so you drop me off?" Peterson only drove faster. He didn't respond, and Jane started panicking. She didn't even have her phone. What could she do? It was 30 minutes to midnight, the whole neighborhood was quiet, and there were no other vehicles on the road. Her parents will be worried sick. She began to scream because trying to fight him while he drove could get them both killed. When Peterson realized what she was doing, he rolled the glasses and locked the doors so she couldn't get out. A second after, he lost control of the wheel and out of fear, Jane blacked out. A week after slowly responding to treatment, Jane opened her eyes to see her parents and some doctors standing by her bedside. Speaking weakly, she asked, "Where am I? What happened?" That was when she was told she was in an accident and now her legs would have to be amputated because she got severely injured. The driver sadly passed on, her mum added. Tears flowed down her cheeks, and she said, "Would have acted better that night if only I knew I would be handicapped today." What lessons can you pick from the story?